Today we're going to be looking at how to multiply negative fractions. To show this, we have a couple of examples that we're going to work through together here, so let's get started. For question number 1, we're being asked to multiply 1/3 by negative 5/6. And as we can see up top here highlighted in yellow, the first thing that we need to do in order to multiply negative fractions is we're going to multiply our numerators. But the problem here is we can see that we have both a positive and a negative signs for our numerators. So we have to remember the rules for multiplying integers, which we can see up top highlighted in blue. And when we're multiplying integers that have different signs, we're going to get a negative product. But when we're multiplying integers that have the same signs, we're going to get a positive product. So since here we have two different signs, our answer is going to be a negative product. So when we multiply 1 times negative 5, we're going to get negative 5. And now we're going to move on to the next step highlighted in yellow, which is to multiply the denominators. Well, when we multiply 3 times 6, we get 18, giving us the fraction of negative 5/18. And then the last step that we see in yellow is we need to simplify. And since there's no common factor between 5 and 18 other than 1, we can't simplify this fraction. It's already written in its lowest possible form. So when we multiply 1/3 by negative 5/6, we get the product of negative 5/18. Now moving on to question number 2, where this time we're being asked to multiply negative 4/6 by negative 3/8. So the first thing that we need to do is we're going to multiply our numerators here. And since we have two negatives for our numerators, as we can see highlighted in blue, since we're multiplying the same signs, our answer is going to be a positive product. So just like when we're multiplying two negative integers, our answer is going to be a positive. So when we multiply negative 4 times negative 3, we get the product of 12. Now we're going to move on to multiplying our denominators. And when we multiply 6 times 8, we get 48 for the fraction of 12/48. But this time we can simplify this fraction because there is a common factor between both 12 and 48 other than 1. And that common factor just happens to be 12. So we're going to divide both our denominator and our numerator by 12 in order to simplify this fraction. For the denominator, when we divide 48 by 12, we get 4. And then for the numerator, when we divide 12 by 12, we get 1 for the fraction of 1/4. So when we multiply negative 4/6 by negative 3/8, we get the product of 1/4. So hopefully by now you understand how to multiply negative fractions. Help make math less complicated by smashing those like and subscribe buttons. As always, enjoy today's math journey.